canine specialist Marion Froome, and this is my dog Koji. Anyway, he's a service dog and he wears harnesses all the time. I want to have a chat to you guys why in some situations I really don't like harnesses. So when Koji was younger, he used to pull a lot. We did all the stop starts and the change in directions and the figure eights and all the things you're meant to do with harness, and to no avail, which is why I actually teach a different method now. So what I found with the harnesses though was when he was pulling, the top ring really did nothing. It actually enabled him to pull, he didn't mind at all, and he just pulled me around. So I changed to the front ring, which a lot of people do, and that's supposed to sort of throw them off balance. But what actually ended up happening is, because I pulled on that harness, he did a weird sidestep and he actually ended up injuring the inside of his leg. So I'm not so keen on harnesses in that regard. Look, maybe you have different experience with it, that's fine. But there are a couple of cases where you absolutely should not use a harness. When people ring me and they say they have a reactive dog, I will say, what do you use? Do you use a harness and a collar? And most of the time they use a harness. Now the reason I don't like harnesses on reactive dogs is because when you see a reactive dog start up, so you'll see him do a stare down, then you'll see this dum dum dum, you see all this tension start in the front of their bodies, and they'll get this real weird stance on them. And then, so what harnesses actually do is when they've got all that tension through the front of their body, you're then putting pressure on the front of the body as well. So you're increasing that tension and you're making them even more reactive and more aggressive. And you don't want to be doing that. They go on the defensive. The other reason is 95% of aggressive dogs are actually anxious. And anxiety is felt in the body of the animal. You can see a dog when he's anxious, they feel it in their whole body. And then having a harness on a dog, if you're then pulling on it anxiously because you're worried what reaction it's going to have, you're actually putting all your feelings through the whole body of the dog rather than just one point. And that's why when I have reactive dogs, I do not have them on a harness. The other reason is when you have a collar on a dog, you can actually turn the dog's head around. And that's very important. You think about a horse. We don't put harnesses on horses for certain reasons, right? I mean, you don't have a harness on a horse because you can't control the horse. You control the head, you control the animal, right? It's very similar to the dog, hence the halties and things like that. That's what they're used for, that you control the head, you control the dog. When you have a reactive dog that's doing a stare down, you want to be able to turn that dog around to pay attention to you. You want to redirect that aggression and go, hey, that's not on, let's go this way or whatever. You don't want to be dragging the whole body, and that's why I don't use harnesses to train out reactivity. Now, in regards to reactivity, I've said this before, to get a dog's attention away from another dog should not take a good trainer very long. I have just spoken to someone who has been working with a trainer, and it's going to take 6 months or something to just retrain the behaviour of the dog so that one dog can walk past another dog. A reactive dog can walk past another dog. It should not take that long, all right? I mean, I can probably do it in one session. Like, it does not take very long at all for that dog to start paying attention to me, okay? So if it's taking months and months and months and you're spending a lot of money, I highly recommend you get a different trainer. All right, and that's all I have to say on harnesses, and that's why they're not as great. Look, I mean, Koji's a service dog. He always wears a harness. That's got a different purpose. That's telling him that it's work time. That's why he's being nice and quiet. He's going, I've got my harness on. Okay, this is the time I've got to work. But that's different. That's a different sort of harness, and it's used for a different purpose, and his lead is still on a collar. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, subscribe, and I'll be putting some more videos out soon. See ya.